Hey folks, welcome back to another video. When you work together in Google Docs, whether it's a project plan, a marketing strategy, or a research paper, collaboration is powerful. But it comes at a cost. Feedback often gets buried in long and large comment threads. By the time you finish reading the comments, important points can be missed, action items can be overlooked, and the entire team's momentum kind of slows down, right? So imagine a tool that could automatically analyze, summarize each of your comment and provide you action items, key insights, and feedback, all without leaving the document. So by combining Google Apps Script and the Gemini API, you can create a powerful solution that automatically extracts and fetches your comments, summarizes them, and inserts it back into your document. And if you're an organization that's looking to enhance collaboration, maybe with workflows like these, whether it's customizing this solution for your specific needs or building AI powered solutions inside of the Google Workspace ecosystem, I offer private consultancy to make it a reality. So if you're looking for that, you can reach out to me on my socials that are given in the description. You can check that out. So we're going to start off by understanding the document that we're going to be working with in this tutorial is a global marketing strategy document that contains an executive summary, market context and research insights, and campaign objectives. If you want to work with the Google Doc, I'll be leaving that link in the description. You can check that out. And the first step of the tutorial would be to go ahead and make an API key. So head over to Google AI Studio. If you already have an API key, just click on the key and copy it. In case you don't have one, you can click on Create API Key, give it a name, and select a Google Cloud project from the existing ones that you have on the console. And once done, click Create Key, and it will provide you the API key that we can use. Now, once you're done with that, let's head back to our Google Doc, go to Extensions, and open up the Google Apps Script Editor to write the script. Now here you can see inside of my Google Apps Script Editor, I have already put in my Gemini API key. So I'm going to just put in the next function that's going to be the onOpen function. So this basically sets up the custom menu for my inside of my Google Docs interface. It's going to be running the onOpen function that creates a menu called AI Comments Tool, followed by adding the item which has the title that looks like this. And it's going to be running the summarize documents function. So that's going to be the function that this menu is going to be running when it's clicked. So this basically makes it easier for users to trigger the summarization process instead of coming back to the Google Apps Script Editor, running it and stuff. So I'm going to click on save. And the next function that we're going to be working on is the list comments function. So now this is basically the core of the solution. This function basically retrieves all the comments, replies, and their associated contextual information. Now it first starts out by getting the document ID, followed by extracting the entire text from the document. We then call the drive.comments.list function to actually fetch all the comments along with their metadata such as author name, creation time, resolved status, and the content of replies. Now for each comment, the function then checks if an anchor range exists, which indicates where in the document the comment was made. It then extracts that specific portion of the text from the document body that corresponds to the comment, ensuring that the summary later that is provided and produced has clear context and is relevant. In the end, we finally combine all of this information into a single string with clear markers for context and comment content, which will all later be fed to Gemini for summarization. We then work on the generate summary function where the actual magic happens. This function takes the compiled string of all the comments and the context and sends it to the Gemini 2.0 Flash model. Now we construct a proper prompt here that contains the comments and the context too. The function then makes a post request to the Gemini API endpoint using the URL fetchapp.fetch function, passing the API key and the prepared prompt. Once Gemini gives me back a response, the function parses it and extracts the summary text. In case there is an issue with the API call, such as an invalid key or unexpected response format, the function throws an error and stops the execution immediately. We now work on the insert styled summary function, which looks at inserting the AI generated summary at the very top of the document. We start off by fetching the document, getting the active body. We then insert the header that says AI comment summary powered by Gemini AI, and we insert that heading. We also add a timestamp showing when the summary was generated. So it's like useful context for collaborators that are reviewing the document. The actual summary text is inserted below the heading. This ensures that the summary is prominent and easy to access, turning a document's buried comments into a concise, actionable overview that accelerates collaboration. Now, in the end, we create one final function, that is the summarize documents function, which is going to be the function that the custom menu runs. This function ties together the entire process and workflow that we have as of now. It acts as a main controller. So this function starts off by verifying the API key if it's available. It calls the list comments to gather all the comments. Then it sends it to Gemini to generate the summary. After which, once we have all the results, we have the summarized comments back, we insert it back into the document. Now this also contains error handling to alert the user in case there are no comments present or there's an issue with the API communication. Together, all of these functions create a smooth, automated workflow that transforms scattered comments into clear, actionable insights with a single click. Our code is ready and good to go. So I'm going to just save the code here, and the first thing that you would do is click on run, select the on open function and click on run. If you're running this for the first time, you will be asked to provide a bunch of permissions, such as connecting to an external service and interacting with your Google Docs. So just go ahead and accept that. And once you do that, you'll get an execution log that says started and completed. And now if you go back to your Google Doc, you can see that the AI comments tool menu has successfully been added to our document. And now if I click on the button here, you can see it starts off by saying fetching all comments from your document. I can click on OK. The next message it tells me is it found 4 comments and it's asking me whether I want to summarize them. So I'm going to click on yes. It's telling me it's processing them. It's sending to Gemini for summarization. And you can see the summary has been inserted. It's given me a successful message that says it has been inserted. And in a couple of seconds, you can see my AI content summary or AI comment summary has successfully been added to my Google document. I can see I've got my key feedbacks, I've got my action items, and I've got recurring themes. And you can always adjust the prompt to the requirements that you have or the way you would want your comments to be summarized and given to you. But this is how basically you can create an automated workflow with Gemini and Google Apps Script, where you can summarize comments and grab insights much faster. With a single click from the AI comment tools menu, all the comments in the document have been fetched, analyzed, and summarized by Gemini. The summary is neatly inserted, labeled, and timestamped. In today's fast-paced work environment, collaboration efficiency is key. By combining Google Apps Script and Gemini, teams can turn buried comments into concise, actionable insights, instantly improving productivity and decision making. So this tutorial basically showed you a simple automation that can have a really big impact. Whether you're a project manager, product designer, or part of a distributed team, AI-powered comment summarization could be the game changer you've been looking for. You can check out the codes and the resources given in the description. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share, and for more content, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.